Happy new release day. We don't have a lot this week, though. I mean, it is a new release day, but we've just got the one product. It's Unparalleled Football. But you know what? We're going to have more on Friday because we get Crown Royal Basketball on Friday. So just the one product today, but then another one in a couple of days. So not too bad overall. A few things to go over before we get started tonight. And I am going to go ahead and throw this spreadsheet information up here in a moment for the Leaf Greatest Hits breaks. And to kind of give you a rundown of what that is, I'm trying to put together breaks by way of chat for Leaf Greatest Hits Basketball, Leaf Greatest Hits Football, and Leaf Greatest Hits Baseball. The basketball and the football are both full cases. They're both 2018 products. Basketball just came out about a week ago. And the baseball is just one box, and it's a 2017 product. So I've been working on this for, I don't know, 2 or 3 days. We haven't had a tremendous amount of interest. So I'm going to try again tonight. If it doesn't look like the break is going to fill up, then I'm either going to pull it down and we'll do something with it. We'll either put it back as an option maybe for fixed price, random team fixed price, or I may just list it on eBay or something like that. But taking a look at it, this is how they shape up. So Leaf Greatest Hits Basketball would include 3 gold and 5 silver VIP packs from the recent convention, right? The National. And if you want in on any of these, all you need to do is send me a message on eBay and I will get you plugged into the spot. And again, if I don't see some pretty significant movement on most of these by tonight, they're gonna go away. So they'll either come back as random teams, fixed price things, or they will end up on eBay, one of the two. And if you're not familiar with Leaf Greatest Hits, I mean, it's an excellent product. It's high value, high dollar buyback cards from Topps, Panini, can be Upper Deck and stuff too, but anyway, Leaf Greatest Hits Football, again, would also include 3 gold and 5 silver VIP packs as part of that break. We've made a little more progress on the football, but still not much. So I had really hoped by now that most of these spots would be full and that we'd be breaking this pretty soon, but as I said, we're not getting a lot of traction. So most likely this is going to get pulled down and it's either going to get listed on eBay or it'll get reconfigured. And then here is the Greatest Hits Baseball, which would be 1 gold and 2 silver VIP packs. So only one spot sold there. So I have a feeling, for whatever reason, you guys are not jazzed about Leaf Greatest Hits. You will be, I think, when you see it open and you know what comes out of it. But for now, I don't think you guys are. So let's get rolling with tonight. A little information to go over before we get started. Feedback first up. That's just to let you know I have mine completely automated. So you never ever have to wait on me to get caught up on it, because goodness knows I'm never caught up on things. So anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are going to instantly get it in return. And of course, the second part of the message that you see up there is just to say thank you, because I am glad to have you joining me, and I'm always glad to have anybody hanging out and chatting, and those of you, of course, who bid and break with me as well. What we're looking at right now, these are breaks that are already up and running on eBay that will be ending over the course of the next 5 days. So what do we have tomorrow night? We've got a half case of Leaf Autograph football jerseys, a case of Clearly Authentic, which, by the way, our case last night was excellent. And we're also going to break a full case of Topps Chrome Jumbo tomorrow night. That's going to have 40 autograph hits in it. Yeah, you heard that right, 40. There's 5 per box, so it's going to be a nice break tomorrow night. Friday, we've got a lot of memorabilia from the recent National show. This was exclusive edition for the show. Obviously, they didn't sell out of it there, so I picked up a little bit here and there. We will open an autographed basketball, an autographed baseball batting helmet, and an autographed full-size football helmet, all from that show exclusive edition. We'll also open the last case of Elements Football, another case of Clearly Authentic, and then Crown Royal Basketball, which comes out on Friday. We're going to bust into a case of that on Friday night as well. So Friday's going to be hopping. Saturday, we'll open a triple play baseball box. It has an autographed baseball, an autographed jersey, and an autographed picture in it. Both Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani are part of this particular series, so they're both possibilities to pull in there, which hopefully we're going to find one or both. You never know, but hopefully. And we're also going to open 2 cases of Unparalleled on Saturday night. 16-box, 2-case break. So that ought to be a lot of fun, too. Sunday, we'll open another half case of the baseball jerseys, a 6th case of Clearly Authentic, and we'll finish up the Allen and Ginter. So after Sunday night, Allen and Ginter will be finished. On Monday night, a Gold Rush Series 2 autographed full-size football helmet, another case of Crown Royal basketball, and another 2-case break of Unparalleled. So that's what our 5 days ahead look like. And for tonight, if I can get our screen up, just the 2 things. The autographed full-size football helmet's going to be up first, then Unparalleled football case break right behind that. I am projecting Monday to get Unparalleled out. I'm really hoping that I can get it out to you Saturday. But I'm going to project Monday so as not to disappoint you if I can't make Saturday. But I will try very hard to get it out Saturday. As for the football helmet, you know, the memorabilia stuff, I usually project out 6 or 7 days after the break ends. And often I can find 5-10 minutes here or there to slide one of those in somewhere along the way. So chances are that will get out a little bit sooner, but again, projecting it for Wednesday. Consolation cards, you don't have to worry about that in Unparalleled, but if you are in the football helmet break tonight and you happen to be if your team is not the team that is pulled, you are entitled to a consolation card. Can be from any year in any series. Normally what happens on these free shipping breaks is I just hang on to those. I track that stuff for a rolling 90 days. Then the next time you do have a package that goes out, I just grab them up, all the ones that you're due, and they go out with that next package where you have pulled something. If you don't want to wait for that and you want it just to go in a plain white envelope with a stamp on it, shoot me a message on eBay. I will happily get that handled for you. So first up tonight is 2018. Why is my mouse suddenly going crazy? 2018 Hit Parade Series 32 autographed full-size football helmet. Break number 18. Our eBay end date, of course, was tonight, Wednesday night, the 15th of August, as is our live stream schedule. Team names are there on the left, and across from each one is the winning bidder name. So if you're in this break, you should see your eBay user ID right there across from your team. And of course, you guys know Hit Parade, they never really show the whole checklist. They just kind of show a few of the players, and then they write out a few of the players. They show a few in pictures. So you never kind of know exactly who all's in there. You just get an idea of some of the players. And some of the players that I know in here are Baker Mayfield and Saquon Barkley and Josh Allen, wasn't it? Was it Josh Allen or was it Sam Darnold? It was Sam Darnold, maybe. So anyway, we have the possibility of some excellent stuff. And you did notice the focus change there. That was on purpose because I don't use autofocus. I'm trying to show you right now. There's the seal so that everybody can see that. And now, let's see what we got. So they changed the boxes to something that's a little more user-friendly, but they still use that stupid loud cellophane. DeYoung Twitter is on tonight in chat. Whoops, I just hit the table. Sorry about that. You're looking to pick up the Sixers, the Suns, the Eagles, and the Phillies. All right, awesome, man. Thank you. I will make note of that when I get your message. And, of course, I'm not sending out any billing for that right now because I want to wait until I see how it's going to go. And as I said, if I don't get a lot more interest after probably tonight, I may just go ahead and either list them on eBay or switch them over to the other format or something. But anyway. Randy, are you saying that you have the Patriots and the Redskins in this break, or are you saying that you want the Patriots and the Redskins in the Leaf Greatest Hits? I'm not sure which one you are saying there. S&S Design, there is no checklist yet for, I'm assuming you said Leaf Baseball. Are you talking about Leaf Greatest Hits Baseball? Because if that's what you are talking about, they don't ever put out a full checklist for the greatest hits because, again, it's all buyback cards, right? So, I mean, like, it can be a Mike Trout autographed rookie card. It can be an Aaron Judge, you know, autographed first Bowman. It can be anything, really. And you kind of don't know what it's going to be, but they don't give us much to go on. And Leaf doesn't have a checklist published. It's actually the 2017 version. So you can go check out their website, but sadly on Leaf Greatest Hits, there's no checklist on any of the Leaf Greatest Hits stuff. Okay, so our helmet here, JSA authentication. We'll look at the sticker on the back in a minute. It is Michael Vick. And the reason I know that that is Michael Vick is because, hey, I can kind of cheat by the fact that in this little carry bag, they give us, see the sticker? Yeah, right. So that's how I know. It's on the edge of the bag. So there's your JSA authentication sticker on the back to match it. The card that goes with it. And one more look at it. Your Michael Vick signature coming out tonight for the Falcons. And I have to say, you don't pull a lot of Michael Vick stuff. I mean, I guess for a while they probably weren't putting him in a lot of stuff because of, well, the whole jail thing. And I guess now he's sufficiently rehabbed his image enough that they're going to start including him in products again. And so the Falcons with an unexpectedly nice hit there, and Michael Vick. Oh, Toby, you didn't hit tonight either. I am so sorry, man. You have been on not a great streak lately, I know. You know, maybe just switch into a card break or something and try your luck with something other than the memorabilia breaks, because they're kind of hard to hit, right? I mean, it's only one team out of 32 that's going to hit each time if you're in football. So that gives you one chance to hit and 31 to not. It can be tougher, certainly, to hit in memorabilia than in cards. So might change luck and try a couple of card breaks and see if that just gets the mojo flowing again, you know? All right, let's see here. We have got coming up Unparalleled next. Yeah, we're not messing around with too much stuff tonight. Just the helmet and then right into Unparalleled. Greg is here. Hi, Greg. And S&S Design. Yes, you were asking about Greatest Hits. Good, because that's how I answered. Just now look over, see that that's what you said. But yes, that is, of course, how I answered it. So, all right, here we are looking at this information. Once again, you probably saw it a moment ago. I'm projecting Unparalleled to get out the door on Monday. I'm hoping I can get it to you faster than that, but because I'm not certain that I can, I'm going to leave it on setting there for Monday and just be pleasantly surprised if I get it out sooner. I believe eBay sends you guys a message when I print the labels, and typically they're going to go out the same day unless the labels print really late. You know, so if the labels print like after, say, 5:30, 6 o'clock, that usually means I'm printing them to be picked up the next day. But if they print any time before that, they're usually going out the door the same day. So this is 8 boxes of 2018 Unparalleled Football. Of course, it just came out today, so this is break number 1. And yeah, we have same format. Team names there on the left, and the eBay user ID of our winning bidder is up in lights there on the right-hand side. S&S Design, it would probably be easier if you shoot me a message on eBay and let me know which teams that you're interested in. Greg, you said you got two big packages today. All right, well, good. That's always a good day when you get packages. It's especially a good day if they're big packages, right? So did you get, what all did you get today, Greg? Tell us so we can live vicariously through you. Find out what kind of awesome hits showed up at your doorstep today. Myself, I just got a bunch of cases of Unparalleled. That's what showed up at my house. Got, I don't know, like maybe 8 or 8 or 10 of these 8-box cases to open up, something like that. And they all showed up today. So Unparalleled, if you guys have not opened this before, it is full of patterns. So it's kind of ironic, right, that they call it Unparalleled when it's full of parallels. But that's the fact of the matter. It is going to be full of them. So 2 autographs and 1 memorabilia card we are looking for. And of course, you know, Panini always says on average, quote unquote. So that always means a hit can be replaced by a rewards point card or something crazy like that. But for the most part, we hope that they aren't. And there's going to be loads of different pattern names. And I'm probably not going to remember a lot of them. You guys know I'm bad about remembering the pattern names. But I'll try. I'll take a stab at it. Some of them just may not be correct. Just be aware of that. There are cards in here, of course, with a variety of numbers. So, I mean, I think the highest one maybe is numbered to 200. And then, of course, they go down all the way to 1 of 1s. There will be probably a fair amount of veterans in here that have never had cards before. They started that last year with 2017 Unparalleled, and I can't remember how many they did it for last year. Maybe 50 or 60 players or something like that who have been in the NFL, you know, more than they're beyond their rookie year, but they had never been given a trading card. So that's kind of a cool thing about Unparalleled, that those guys start showing up in here. So that can be kind of fun. Oh, you got Donruss and Clearly Authentic. All right. Well, that is Clearly Authentic. That's always a good thing to have arrive, right? Randy, you are looking for a Tom Brady autograph. All right. Let's try to get that out the door for you. So we're just kind of taking a look through these. I'm looking at them right now at the same time that you are. And I'm kind of wondering, are these someone who has seen a break of this already today, numbered on the back? Never mind, answered my own question. All right, so this is numbered to 100. I'm fairly certain that pattern is called Whirl, W-H-I-R-L. And I think anytime we see that pattern, it will be numbered to 100, but we'll kind of figure that out as we go along. This, is this not numbered? I guess it is not. Guess that is not. So again, sorry, I'm kind of getting my first look at most of these patterns as we go along as well. If I see something that looks like it should be numbered for the time being, we're going to flip it over. And then once I get a better feel for what is and isn't numbered, it'll go a little faster. Oh, Andrew says it's going to tell us on the bottom what pattern it is. Thank you, Andrew. that will help me out. And so where do you see that on here? Oh, I see it. Shine. Duh. Okay. Thank you. That will help me because I have a hard time remembering all these patterns. They give us so very, very many. And once I'm sorry, once I get a little better look at these, this is to 200, so that's Astral, right? Yes. Once I get a little more familiar with each pattern, then I won't have to flip them over quite so often. We'll just kind of know when we see XYZ, it's going to be numbered to whatever the case may be. That one is numbered to 75. It is Impact for the Bears with Jordan Howard. And here comes Rookie Focus Bradley Chubb coming out for the Broncos as our first hit. This is always kind of the thing with Unparalleled, for me anyway. It takes me a little bit. It takes me a few boxes to get used to the patterns, to know what's going to be numbered. Maybe it doesn't matter to you guys. I don't know. Maybe you don't care if you flipped over and see all the numbers, especially on the higher numbered stuff. But I kind of like to know if something's going to be numbered. So I'm trying to figure that out as we go along. And it does make it go a tad bit slower in the beginning. That's numbered to 150. It's Super Plaid for the Seahawks. And we haven't found any of our autographs yet, have we? And I accidentally stacked our, I didn't mean to necessarily stack our numbered things with our hits, but that's all right. We'll worry about that later. You got a one. You hit a 1 of 1 already today, DeYoung Twitter. Well, that's pretty good. You've gotten your day off to a good start. See, I keep thinking Shine should be numbered, and clearly Shine is not numbered. There is to 200. It's Astral once again. Lorenzo Carter and the Giants. There's our first signature out. So it is the Giants, but it's probably not exactly the player that you wanted, is it? All right, you want a little Saquon Barkley, but we are first out for you with Lorenzo Carter. So we should still have one more autograph to find somewhere along the way in this box. Not numbered. Yes, Astral is numbered to 200. So basically, do you guys want to see the ones that are higher numbered, or do you only want them flipped over to look at the numbering if they're going to be the lower numbered ones, like the 25 or less numbered ones? What is your preference on that? Those of you who are watching live, because some people want to see everything that is numbered. Some people do not care unless it is low numbered. And there is Whirl again to 100. And I guess High Flyers is not, that one is not numbered, but that is, of course, an insert series in here. For the Buffalo Bills, it is Super Plaid to 150. And then Jamon Moore for the Green Bay Packers. Because he comes, Packers are just all over the place this year. They're really heavily invested in the Packers in all these 2018 products. We see a lot of Packers. And usually a fair amount of it is Jamon Moore for whatever reason. Well, actually, probably for the reason that he probably signed twice as much as everybody else because he only signs an initial. So he's just buzzing through it. The rest of the Broncos, like poor Marquez Valdez Scantling with his long name. That guy's like signed his name once to every 20 that Jamon Moore has done. So Scantling's like, man, this is no fun. All right, well, since no one chimed in to say otherwise, I think what we'll do, unless something is one of the really low-numbered parallels, we're just going to kind of buzz on through them. And if it is that someone changes their mind and you do want to see the backs of the ones that are higher numbered, you know, the hundreds, 150, 200, etc., let me know and I'll go back to that. But in the absence of a request, we'll just look for the lower ones and flip those over. Star Factor, those are, I think, a shorter print than some of the other inserts. We'll put it like that. It's not technically maybe a short print to 75. That is for the Patriots. So not maybe totally a short print, but not exactly not a short print, if that made sense. To 200. That's going to be to 200 again. Michael Gallup. And that's autographed. Hey, hi. For our Cowboys. DeYoung Twitter, you say it's a medium print. I guess that's right. I guess that's a good way to say it. We're talking about, of course, the die-cut Star Factors. And those are shorter prints than the other inserts in Unparalleled, but not a super short print. So yeah, I guess a medium print's a decent way to say it. The one thing I wish they would do differently on Unparalleled is number them on the front, because there are so many different patterns, and until you have learned all the patterns, it can take you a few times of flipping them super plaid to 150 before you can just look at it and know without having to flip it, where you can just say, yeah, that's going to be to 150 and keep going kind of thing. So that's the part that takes a little longer. That's 200, of course. For the 49ers, it's Dante Pettis on a hyper. So nice little Dante Pettis for the 49ers. That is, of course, numbered to 25. You can see it up there in the top by his helmet. I believe it says 23 of 25, which on our rookies, I believe anything that we get that's a parallel in an autograph for the rookies will be 25 or lower. They don't have autograph rookie parallels that are higher numbered than 25. So we would either find 25 to 1, or 25 of 25, or of 5, or of 1 on the rookies specifically. So you said all Cowboys hits are wasted hits. That is harsh, man. That is harsh. For the Arizona Cardinals, it is Christian Kirk, Rookie Focus Relic. Well, my sleeve just split right there. What is going on with these sleeves? I tell you what, there is something strange happening with them. I've had this whole case of sleeves. It seems like about every other pack, they want to split down the side inexplicably. I don't really know what that's about. Not every one either. It'll be like every other pack, and then every second or third sleeve in that pack will just split right down the side. It's kind of crazy. Buffalo Jr. is in the house. Hi, Buffalo Jr. Is that for Buffalo, New York? I've been meaning to ask that, and I always forget. And we have another star factor. This one is Julio Jones and the Falcons. Oh, see, because you're an Eagles fan, you just hate all Cowboys. Okay, well, I can sort of appreciate that. You know, I mean, I definitely have, that's to 200 again on the Astral. I definitely have my, you know, you have division rivalries and things that kind of send you off in certain directions. We've all been there. There is Saquon Barkley to 75 with an impact parallel. High Flyers with Gronk. There's Whirl, which should be to 100. Is it? Yes, there it is. So see, we're getting better. I'm catching, I'm starting to retain it. Just takes a couple of packs. Oh, hey, it's Jair Alexander. Now see, you don't really find Jair Alexander that much. So I like that hit for the Packers. He really doesn't show up too terribly often. He's out of Louisville, of course. He was teammates with Lamar Jackson. Randall Cobb to 150. Alvin Kamara has a relic for us. Victorious is the insert, or the set, or however we want to call it. You think Jair Alexander's autograph is terrible? Well, I mean, it's maybe not great, but it's a little better than Jamon Moore. At least we've got more than one letter in it. Got a little swoop or a swirl or something else kind of in there. So, well, sometimes you just have to take what you can get, you know? And that should be to 200. We'll flip this one to make sure that I've got the pattern down, and I believe I do, so we won't have to keep flipping those. And this is just Pioneers Peyton Manning insert. This should be Super Plaid to 150. I believe I feel our next relic. That'll be to 200. Astral, yes. All right. I think we're good on what Astral looks like. It's Kerryon Johnson for the Lions. You're going to change your name to one letter. Is that just to make it easier to sign? Is that your game plan? Greg, meanwhile, just thinks they skipped classes. They never learned how to sign their name. Hey, that's always a possibility, too. There is a nice Hyper to 25. That is for the Chargers. Drew Kasser. Pat Mahomes on a victorious insert. And on down the line we go. Unparalleled is basically, it's very similar to Revolution in basketball. If you guys ever break Revolution. Except Revolution in basketball doesn't have relics. It's just autographs. And they're on-card autographs, not stickers in there. But as far as the patterns that they use and kind of the general look and feel of the cards, it's similar. Of course, we need to find a 1/1 in here somewhere tonight, right? We've been on a little bit of a roll lately, pulling a lot of 1/1s. So we need to find one in here tonight, kind of keep it going. That should be to 200 on Astral. That is, of course, Rookie Focus insert Calvin Ridley. Anthony Miller, numbered to 75. Impact. And what is, I started to say, what is tonight? Of course, tonight would have to be Wednesday. It's new release day. This will be to 100. That's the Whirl with Pat Mahomes. Darius Geist to 75 for the Redskins. That's a nice patch, too. It's a really nice looking patch. Greg, you think they need jumbo packs? Yeah, just, you know what? We get spoiled, don't we? Because it's so much more efficient when they put just a lot of cards in one pack because you don't have so many packs to open. Everything just moves at a little faster pace. That's to 100, Le'Veon Bell, Whirl. Cedric Wilson Jr., Cowboys hit again. So I do agree with you. It's a lot more efficient if there are less packs to open. But I think the number of packs they have in here is pretty reasonable. That's to 200. Sam Darnold. Wish that had been signed, don't we? For the Jets. Yeah, for sure you've got to hang on to the Darius Geist because, you know, we don't know what he's going to turn out to be since he went down with the torn ACL. That is Super Plaid to 150. So we won't know what he's going to look like until next year. So that's definitely one you kind of have to stash and see what happens. To 25, it's Hyper Ezekiel Ansah for the Lions. And insert Bright Futures Jordan Howard. I think we maybe pulled one of those earlier. We definitely did pull an earlier Jordan Howard. I just don't know if it was that one or not. Super Plaid again to 150. Pioneers insert. And we are officially at our halfway point. 4 boxes down, 4 boxes to go. Now you watch, I'll forget that I cut the plastic on those other three, and somewhere along the way, I'll pick it up and cut them again. S&S Design, you are wondering how I became a Steelers fan. I'm wondering how you could not be a Steelers fan. How is everybody not a Steelers fan? Come on, man. They were a dynasty. Mean Joe Green in the tunnel, have a Coke and a smile. You know, I really don't know. It's just kind of one of those things that I just kind of always liked players on the Steelers, and that's just who I gravitated to when I was younger, and that's where I ended up. My dad's a Colts fan, so he prefers the Colts to anything else. Nobody in our house was really a Bengals fan. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess it was just a combination of the... Of course, my sister lives up in that area now. She's lived there for probably, I don't know even how many years, maybe 20 years or something. She lives outside of Pittsburgh in 84, Pennsylvania. So there's that factors into it. These, a little, I guess. But even before that, I don't know. I liked them. I liked the players, and that's who I started watching first, and that's how it went. Nicholas is here. Hi, Nicholas. Where have you been, man? How have you been? You've been saving up for a trip, right? I remember that. That is Astral to 200. And somebody's just going to ring my phone, aren't they? They know better. They all know I'm working. Super Plaid to 150. It's Greg Olson. But what happens is I've got one friend who's in a different time zone, and I guarantee you she's looking at the time there, and she's not equating it to the time that it is here. Bradley Chubb and the Broncos rookie focus. So that's what happens, you know. She's traveled out west to do some work, and she's just thinking, oh, yeah, it's just 7:30. No, not quite. That is Hyper to 25. It's Derrick Henry and the Titans. Yeah, I know what you mean for sure, Nicholas. I remember you guys are saving for a school trip, right? For your, I think your daughter and your wife headed on a nice school trip coming up somewhere along the way in the near future. There is Super Plaid to 150. And we have Kalen Ballage, the ever-present Kalen Ballage to 25 for the Dolphins. Guy comes out all the time. But I have to say, that patch pales in comparison to the patch we pulled the other night. We pulled part of the dolphin, part of the sun, like the bottom half. If you took that logo and just like cut the bottom part of it off, that's the patch we pulled. Man, it was nice. So just a white patch when it's numbered to 25, it's like, wait, what? We've been pulling a lot nicer patches than that. Numbered to 100, that was the whirl pattern. There's a Baker Mayfield rookie focus for the Browns. I did finally get a chance to watch the first episode of Hard Knocks, and it did not disappoint. It did not. This is, you know, we predicted it was going to be fun to watch this year with it being the Browns, and it did not disappoint. Jarvis Landry, I think, was my favorite part of that. Numbered to 100, it is a Star Factor Tom Brady die cut for the Patriots. Trey Quinn on the Hyper, numbered to 25. Redskins have a nice hit coming out there with Trey Quinn. S&S Design, you're not kidding. That Red Sox patch was unbelievable. I mean, we had several really nice hits in Immaculate and nice patches in Immaculate. But that Red Sox patch, honestly, that's one of the best patches I've seen really almost out of any product anywhere. Because it was 2/3 of the Sox. I mean, it was so awesome. So I agree with you. It's hard to top that one. That is Astral to 200. And is that numbered? No. Why did I think that was numbered? I don't know, because I'm losing my mind. Some might argue I never had it. I won't disagree with you. If you want to go that route, I'll back you on it. There is Phillip Rivers, Impact to 75. You have 2016 Unparalleled Carson Wentz RPA to 25, and it's also a plain white patch. Yeah, I know. It is kind of strange when they do that sort of thing, isn't it? Bright Futures, Stefon Diggs. And it's so dependent upon the product. Because, you know, you can be in certified, which is where we found the nice Dolphins patch, and that did correspond to a low-numbered card. But a lot of the nice patches in certified might even be numbered to $2.99, you know, $3.99, something like that. And the patches are amazing. Then you get into other products and you pull something low numbered to 25 and you get like an all white patch like that. And it's like, wait, what? So I don't know. I mean, I guess most of these uniforms, I guess there's really not much you can do other than add a second color. If you're not going to get part of the logo, the best you can do usually is you get a seam or a second color or something. But you just don't think of a card numbered to 25 that you're stuck with a single color. Lita, so I agree with you on that. But certified patches, yes, exactly, Buffalo Jr. The patches in certified are always awesome. We also pulled out of that same case a Baker Mayfield. It was numbered to 5 as well. And it was, of course, predictably brown, but it had the bottom part of some letters in it. So it was actually probably one of the better patches you're going to pull for the Browns because, again, not a lot of options with them. But those, again, were appropriately low numbered to 5, so you would have expected them to be nice patches. But a lot of stuff in certified came out very nicely this year. Of course, I don't have any more of it now. We've broken the last of it, but that is to 200. We also pulled a lot of, hang on one second. Oh, that was Fournette. We pulled a lot of 101s and things out of certified this year, too. Josh Norman, Super Plaid to 150. High Fives insert. So in general, we've been breaking pretty well with 2018 football. There's a Victorious Trubisky that is Astral to 200. You're saying watching how they make a patch card is cool. You know, Panini does have those series of videos that show how they make a lot of these cards. Patrick Ricard? Is that his name? Yeah, Ricard to 150. Super Plaid for the Ravens. And I'm assuming those are still posted on the Panini website, right? All those videos. This is Jamon Moore again for the Packers. So if you got the pack tonight, you got a couple of those already. Or a couple of Jamon Moores, anyway. But if those videos are still there, yeah, it was pretty cool. It's been a long time since I've watched them, so I can't remember all of the specifics. I just remember somebody there, like, cutting up a bunch of uniforms. So that's the part I remembered. And Juju Smith-Schuster is Astral to 200. Here is a little Sam Darnold rookie focus for the Jets. There's another Saquon, but just a base one or, you know, similar to base. Whirl to 100, Raiders. Which, what's all this noise about the Raiders trading Khalil Mack? I mean, is this just because they can't come to terms on a contract? Do we seriously think they're going to trade Khalil Mack? I mean, they shouldn't. If they do, that's stupid. Ito Smith, Astral to 200. But I keep hearing those noises, so I don't know. For the Buffalo Bills, it's Austin P. I'm going to stick with Austin P. You can't make me try to say his last name. I'm not going to do it. Actually, it's probably Proel or something like that. But anyway, we're going to call him Austin. And he is out for the Buffalo Bills. And number 275, it is an impact for the Houston Texans with Brennan Scarlett. So it is kind of cool to see some of these guys that we don't normally see have cards. It's kind of cool to find them in here. Stephon Diggs, Minnesota Vikings, High Flyers relic. We have 2 left to go. 2 boxes to find some amazing heat. To find the fire, to find the 1 of 1. Whatever it is that we can come up with here. We need to have it present itself in the last 2 boxes. That is one thing about Unparalleled, is it doesn't take a terribly long time to break, even with, as Greg would say, the multiple packs you have to open, just because there aren't a terribly lot of cards in every pack. So that's why it's kind of feasible for us to do a 2-case break of it on Saturday night, and then we'll 2-case break it again on Monday night. And then I don't know what we'll probably won't do it again until like after that. We'll do Sunday or Saturday and Monday, and then we'll probably do it again like Thursday or Friday or something. Because you know what comes out a week from today. I know that you do. It's Origins. We all love our Origins. So we got to open a bunch of that on Wednesday. Whirl to 100. And like everything else in its monkey, there's Kalen to 200. They will not give us as much as we want. So like everything else, allocated, allocated, allocated. So what are you going to do? T.Y. Hilton, High Flyers. Here comes Kiki for the Texans. Kiki's got a nice little signature and relic there for Houston. SNS Design, you said, what is the hottest card for the NFL this year? That is debatable. Before the season starts, you know, it can be just about anybody. Obviously, there's a lot of buzz around Baker Mayfield. He's been having a good camp and a good preseason kind of scenario. Juju Smith-Schuster, victorious relic for the Steelers. There's a lot of buzz around Sam Darnold. Of course, Lamar Jackson, who we know is not going to be the starter, but yet he's intriguing for the Ravens. That is numbered to 100. And then, of course, you've got Josh Rosen for the Cardinals. Probably the star of the class that's not a quarterback is Saquon Barkley. That is Bradley Marquez for the Lions, Astral to 200. Saquon Barkley is a running back for the Giants who should be really probably the best rookie in the class. Let's just face it. But the quarterbacks kind of get all of the press. Harold Landry and the Titans. So I would say any of those, any and all of those teams. And then, of course, you've got a lot of nice rookies out in Denver as well, including some defensive players that, again, you know, don't get the same amount of love as some of our offensive players, although they've got some good offensive players out there as well this year. That's numbered to 25. It is a High Flyers Amari Cooper. And that, of course, is the hyper pattern. So there's quite a few teams this year, you know, and Josh Allen. I guess I can't really leave out Josh Allen either, right? It's Deion Kane Super Plaid to 150 for the Bills. Josh Allen, I mean, the Bills. There's a Saquon Barkley insert there. So there's lots of different directions that you can go if you're looking for, if you're rookie shopping out of the 2018 class, there's a lot of directions you can go. That is numbered to 75. It's Impact. And of course, we'll start to sort it out a little more as we get into the season and things. You know, we'll figure it out a little better once they take the field and we see how things are going to be in real time and real game time, as opposed to these exhibitions and preseason games and things. Andrew says he thinks that it's Barkley, Rosen, Allen, or Darnold. Yeah, I think all of those, again, very worthy. I think probably the most buzz right now is Saquon Barkley, Baker Mayfield, and Sam Darnold. For whatever reason, Josh Arnold, Josh Allen is not getting, well, he's had a little rockier go of it, I think. He's got some accuracy issues, but he's not getting the same amount of love. Neither is Josh Rosen. Neither of the Joshes are getting as much love as Saquon and Sam and Baker at the moment, anyway. Andrew, have we had any nice Deshaun Watsons pulled? I'm assuming you mean Deshaun Watson. Not offhand. I mean, we haven't had a lot of super low numbered stuff come out so far tonight. So, oh, S&S Design. Yeah, Emmitt Smith was awesome. Buffalo Jr., Walter Payton, for sure. I mean, a lot of those older Andrew, Mrs. Derek Thomas. I mean, a lot of those older guys, of course, were awesome to watch play, especially when you look back over history, and it's hard to duplicate a lot of the things they did. Super Plaid to 150. Honestly, it's like, I think probably everybody in the entire game is going to get ejected this year. There's Mike Hull, Super Plaid to 150. The new rule that they have trying to clarify this whole lowering of the helmet thing, I think that's just going to be a big hot mess. Because, I get what they're trying to do, but it's another one of those really vague rules like that surviving the ground crap was. Jameis Winston to 200, Astral. So if they don't get some clarity on that, I mean, we're going to have half the team ejected probably in the first 2 or 3 games. Ezekiel Elliott, Astral to 200. We have Carlton Davis for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Don't pull a whole lot of Carlton Davis. So that's not a bad little hit for the Bucs. I always like to get things that we don't pull out of every single product. I think makes them a little more special. Nicholas, you out of here? All right, my friend. Well, I will definitely, what are we doing on Friday night? We're doing the Last of the Elements, I think, right? On Friday night? And then some Crown Royal basketball, and I don't remember what else. And then Saturday night, of course, we're going to do a 2-case break of this, of Unparalleled. Bright Futures to 200, Astral. Another Bright Futures. That one is Dak. But I'll try to save all the good Steelers hits up for you, Nicholas. How about that? There's Marshawn Lattimore, World to 100. We'll try to save them up and hang on to them. Conjure them all up at once. Pioneers, Jim Kelly, Astral to 200. Another Cowboy, Mike White. I have a cousin named Mike White, but it's not this Mike White. But I kind of wish it was, because I'd be like, hey, get me a whole bunch of team-signed footballs there from the Cowboys. And we would use them in our breaks as prizes. But yeah, it doesn't work that way. My Mike White is not a football player. That is numbered to 200. It's Mike White again, Astral. Here's the biscuit. Mitch Trubisky coming out for the Bears with a little relic for Chicago. Yeah, Buffalo Jr., I just saw your comment. I agree with you on that. I mean, I don't know how they are realistically going to enforce that. I mean, certainly if it's malicious intent, you can tell that. But I mean, how are you going to keep from, I mean, if you're diving after someone and they're ahead of you, your helmet's going to go first. So what are they going to say then? If your helmet touches, their ankle or their foot or their whatever, you're going to get ejected? I just don't know what they're going to do, but I think it needs to be clarified. I think it is going to be hard to enforce and a big hot mess, especially for the first few weeks. So I don't know. We'll see. So we're going to recap now. We have a star factor Tom Brady to 100 for the Patriots. We have a star factor Julio Jones and the Falcons. That one is not numbered. And then an Odell Beckham Jr. star factor that is also unnumbered. Of course, we have loads and loads of numbered cards off to the side there. So we're just, unless someone particularly wants to look through those, because there's quite a lot of them, we're just going to look at this part. If you guys want to look at the rest, then you let me know and we will. Mike White for the Cowboys. Harold Landry and the Titans. Kiki coming out for the Texans. Stephon Diggs, Minneapolis. Austin Proel for the Bills. Jamon Moore and the Packers. Kalen Ballage and the Dolphins. The Kalen Ballage is to 25. You wouldn't know it from looking at the patch, but it was. Bradley Chubb, Broncos. Sam Darnold, Jets. Christian Kirk, Cardinals. Bradley Chubb again, Broncos. Didn't even remember that we hit him twice. Mitch Trubisky for the Bears. Carlton Davis for the Buccaneers. Juju Smith-Schuster, Steelers. And then we have Trey Quinn for the Redskins. Trey Quinn is also low numbered. That is to 25. Cedric Wilson Jr., Cowboys. A very nice Darius Geis for the Redskins. And Darius Geis is numbered 275. Kerryon Johnson and the Lions. Alvin Kamara for the Saints. There is Jair Alexander coming out for the Green Bay Packers. Dante Pettis hit for the San Francisco 49ers with a hyper. Michael Gallup, Cowboys. Whoa, sorry, Michael Gallup is trying to gallop away from me. He slid right off the pile, but fortunately, no worse for the wear between being in the sleeve and the fact that he's on a little brake mat. Thank goodness. No harm, no foul. Jamon Moore for the Packers once again. And last but not least, we started off with Lorenzo Carter and the Giants. So that is this 8-box case of Unparalleled. So we're now looking at, I guess our next break of this is Saturday. Is that right? Did I wait till Saturday to break this again next? I have no idea. I have so much stuff to break right now. It is kind of crazy. Let's go over here and look because I don't entirely remember. So that is all we have to break tonight. So if you guys are not interested in the rest of this part, I will say thank you once again because I know some of you are going to be running off now. But for those of you who are interested, I am going to take a look at this one more time. And we'll also put up the Leaf Greatest Hits stuff again in a minute. So yeah, I guess that's right. Because tomorrow night we've got the half case of jerseys, the Clearly Authentic, and the Chrome Jumbo, which is 40 autograph hits in it. Friday night, what did I do Friday night? Elements. Okay. Elements, Crown Royal, and Clearly Authentic. Saturday, yeah. So Saturday we're going to do a 2-case break of Unparalleled. Monday we'll do another 2-case break of Unparalleled. And then, of course, there's all kinds of stuff in between then and now. But anyway. And one more quick little pass through of our greatest hits stuff. Once again, if you're interested in any of these teams, shoot me a message through eBay and let me know. I'm basically going to say if this doesn't kind of have a lot of traction here in the next, maybe tonight and tomorrow night, then most likely these are going to flip to either random team fixed price or go on eBay or both. Might just go to random team fixed price and do both. Sell it through eBay and sell it through chat. But if it goes on eBay, I'm not going to probably include the gold and silver VIP packs because that just cause confusion and everybody would like have a fit because, you know, I don't know. That's just how those things go. You throw in something a little out of the ordinary on eBay auctions and you get a whole slew of people that it confuses them. Not you guys. I'm talking about people who don't usually go into breaks and, you know, there'll be people just like searching for VIP pack or something and then they'll think they've bought a case of VIP packs or something hideous like that. So anyway, we'll figure it out. We're getting there. And of course, once again, the football helmet projecting to go out a week from today. More than likely, I can find time to get that out sooner than that. And Unparalleled projecting to go out Monday. Hopeful I can get it to you sooner, but for now, we'll stick to Monday and we'll be pleasantly surprised if I can get it out sooner than that. And I think that has us all wrapped up for tonight. I think that's got us finished up. So once again, guys, thanks for joining on new release night, and we'll be back at it tomorrow night. Hopefully we will see you then, but until I do see you next time, take care. Bye now.